right, babies, it's that time again. Oh yeah, it is cold and snowy, and I had a 2-hour delay to school, so here we go. That's why you can see me. Yeah, so yesterday I said I couldn't get anything out of Genesis 15, but then, just like this is the third time now since I've started going to this church about 6 weeks ago. Third time I go to church and they're teaching out of the very chapter I was in the previous day. Yeah, baby. And so it just caused me to take another look at it. And sure enough, the first verse is lovely. It's about, God saying that to Abram that he himself is Abram's shield. And I think he uses some other language in there that just, I can't remember what it is, but suggests that, he is sort of his all-in-all type of thing. So, of course, lovely verse. Thank you for that, Father. And then just promises him, that, his descendants will be as far-reaching as the number of stars in the sky or sands in the sea, or grains of sand. Now, what's troubling me about that is that there is no evidence of Abraham. And also because, in this chapter, he lists like sort of a list of countries and peoples that are about to get disseminated. So to me, it kind of reads like creating a story many years later, trying to make sense out of battles, and then saying, well, God gave us these lands. That's the part that really annoys me, because there's genocide attached to it. But in spite of the genocide, just put the genocide aside for a moment. Oh yeah. Not easy to do, I know. This idea of God, the fruit of our relationship with God being endless. Excuse me. I think that's a good one to expect and be a part of. I've taught on that a lot. It's a big part of how I see God tries to keep us engaged in our faith, is knowing that in us there are going to be endless examples of his union with us, yielding the fruit of his character. Speaking of which, it was really interesting. Yesterday at church, I was talking with this one guy, and I like touching base with him because he's kind of a sensitive guy and he's friendly towards me. And I said, I just kind of told him, I said, I was trying to encourage him that I was totally on the same page as he was, because in the Bible study he mentioned how important character was. So I took advantage of that and went over to him. I said, hey, totally agree with what you're saying there. I said, I feel like it's a piece that gets missed a lot, even from leadership when they're teaching. Because the foundation needs to be character building, not whether or not God answers your prayer or what you have to do to, get on his good side, so to speak, and that kind of thing. If we're really concerned about his character being seen in us as the most important thing in our life, he'll take care of all the rest, including the Pop-Tarts or whatever it is that you're missing. Right. So yeah, there's that. And then season 3 of The Chosen has started. And of course, Jesus is just absolutely lovely. I just love this actor because he really shows a very humble, engaged, loving, essence in all he does, and which is really kind of a focus of the whole show, because they're trying to show that aspect of real practical human living. Really well done. Enjoyed that. It's always sad when it's over because you just want it to keep going, but then the Spirit reminds you, hey, I'm still here. I know you're enjoying that TV show, but I'm still here in all my glory. Yes, Lord. Thank you. So yeah, there's that. I played piano. Of course, that's always fun. I watched a little television. Well, for me, I can't afford TV, so I was watching a DVD of Gary Cooper and Barbara Stanwyck in Meet John Doe. Speaking of everyday persons, oh yeah, baby, tie it all together, Jesus. Nicely done, honey. Not my favorite kind of a film. I tend not to like old comedies. They tend to move too quickly in the language, and it just doesn't strike me as realistic. And that's what I like about these older films I watch, is because they seem realistic, and I especially like them when they're dealing with real life sort of emotions, as long as it doesn't get too depressing, and then I'm like, oh boy, that's a little too close to home. Not my idea of entertainment. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say to that. I ate well. Got to take care of the body, right? I didn't eat too much of what I shouldn't be eating. So yeah, church was really good. I really got this. I really got sort of. I feel like God gave me a taste of how much He loves us, because somebody was like being prayed for, and I really felt like in my spirit, like God was really wanting to focus in on this one person, and for everyone to see how beautiful His love is, to meet the needs of this one person through this other person. And I was just like, wow, God, that is so kind of made me, almost cry, but I didn't, but I could have. It was really touching. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. The roads are fine. It's just cold. Yeah, baby. Have a great day. Love you.